the snacks that you need for your grippity grappers, or like whatever needs to happen before D&D times, because yeah.
Oh, we're on the internet, so I'm gonna send Blue a message.
Yeah, I did pre-warn people. I mean, it's about Pokemon, so like, eh.
Yeah, it's not that big. Not that secretive.
I personally don't want to do the recap, but I will if nobody else wants to.
I heard all of that. That's a lie. I missed all of it.
Yeah, I said I don't want to do the recap, but I will if nobody else wants to. Or if nobody else thinks that they're going to need the extra session reroll.
I can do it unless somebody else actively does want to.
Jingle might need the reroll for shooting star finding.
It's true.
I can do it, but then I'm doing Jingle's version.
I mean, I would be here for Jingle's version.
I'll do it. But I'm doing Jingle's version.
Yeah, I found a shooting star, and there was no shooting star, so now I'm destroying paper walls.
No, there's more to it than that.
Oh, yes,
that's
the TLDR.
Jingle is not superficial. There's more to it.
Yeah. I've had way
I'll
too much coffee
absolutely do
today.
Jingle's version. I'm not doing the full version. I'm doing Jingle's version.
I think you should do Jingle's version, and then if the DM wants more details, I'll fill them in.
Done. Done and dusted.
Yeah, I was also gonna say there's not just a one and done. If there was relevant information that somebody had missed out on, you can certainly add it, and it still goes to whoever initiated the thing. But it can be a team effort. It doesn't have to be like you don't have to stand at the front of the classroom and do the whole thing. Ain't about that life.
Yeah.
It's a collaborative game. It's a collaborative effort.
Woo! True.
Man, back to work today kind of sucked. Just like a little bit.
I'm playing with spreadsheets.
What are
you doing with spreadsheets?
That frightens me.
My own personal.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't do D&D spreadsheets for. He's not a normal like us, Claris.
I mean, I would have D&D spreadsheets, but the thing is, I have too much information, and I wouldn't want to catalog that in a spreadsheet.
Because then it
I
could
keep
be
all
leaked.
that stuff in my brain box. Because then I can make up shit later.
I mean, not with how good we're doing with note taking.
We're doing so good.
Well, I mean, you're doing history stuff.
Well, that
Stuff
too.
that's already happened doesn't matter.
Let's be honest though.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are missing a bunch of stuff because there's other areas you're not seeing.
Yeah. I mean, you're really only focused on what has happened before the game, and all that stuff is fine. You can make up whatever you want in there.
It's true. Alright, well, we are officially live. Ooh, rolling a 4 is so accurate for today.
Yeah, we could do a D20 or something, right?
Yeah. Enodia.
D1.
Enodia got a 12. That's okay. I mean, Lucia got a 4.
enough.
I got a 19.
Thank you, Corvus. Oh, goodness.
I don't know if I'm in the right headspace yet, so we gotta get the wiggles out.
Yeah, you gotta get the wiggles and the shakes out. Gentle getting a 19 is, like, pretty
That's
good.
double 19s. And double 13s. Fleur and
you know what would be a really good idea? Opening up Roll20.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
No.
Time to be villainous.
Perfect.
Oh, boy.
I'm all natural, baby.
Damn. So
DM with their
a TPK triacy.
Big naturals, yeah. The big 2-0.
Lemon also got a
God
20.
damn.
The
Woo!
ding dang dingo. Boris got a 12. That's okay. That's okay. Yep. That is so good. Alright. Alright, everyone get the wiggles and the shakes out. Do a big stretch. Get ready for today, because it's going to be a good one. Let's go over the actual things that I need to remember to do, which is the D&D reminder. The bad guys rolled S6.
Oh, the not ominous normal guy.
Of course. Totally normal. Alright.
10%.
Remember, guys, once we get started, do not use any channel redeems. They will not work.
Or two. We're not going to stop you. They're not going to work.
They're not
That'd
going
be
to work.
sad for you.
Yeah, you'll just lose your points. Smooth, thank you so much for this streak. GG's on streaking for a week.
No.
It's 7
You
streams.
do not tell Smooth GG for streaking. No.
Nope. No.
I don't
Nope.
get the joke.
Streaking
What
is when
about-
you're not wearing enough clothing and then you walk around places.
Or
Mhm.
running. Normally it's running through town naked kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or when you run onto a sports field and take your clothes off and run around and try to evade the guys. That's streaking.
I see.
I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. That first day back to work and 3 shots of espresso, guys.
I did try to tell you.
No!
go to bed earlier.
It's fine.
Yes, and I have a human-faced squirrel child who sits on my desk. So, you know,
What?
Oh, what?
a human-faced squirrel child. And I also have a shrimp
horrifying.
mermaid.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I remember
Okay.
the
I
shrimp
forgot
maid.
about that.
The shrimp mermaid is
Yeah, you showed the shrimp maid last week, I think.
There was
Those
the
are
shrimp.
Chris,
Oh
and
yeah,
I
it must
love
have been
them.
a shrimp maid, right? The
Yeah.
squirrels, very cute.
Anyway, for the D&D reminder, right, make sure not to use redeems. They won't work. And then also, we have a wonderful D&D cast.
Oh, I don't know about wonderful.
I don't know,
At
they
least
make
some
me
of them are
laugh.
good.
They make me laugh, so...
They make me wonder.
Well, it makes some sense, because you're the wondrous DM, Mr. Druk Dane. And we have Gentle Catfish as Lena, Lemon Dingo as Boris, Clarice as Flurry, Blueberry Seal as Jingle, and Smooth Johnson as Jackson. All of our wonderful homies and friends. Okay. I don't know about you. Why are you... What, Brogor?
Gorgor.
Okay.
It's funny because you can pull on the cheese and it's a little like stretchy and then snaps back.
Jeez, okay.
Gorgor.
I think you're getting shown the squirrel child.
Oh, goodness.
Squirrel child. Booger.
Oh, goodness. All right, so we're getting a
Well
jingle.
done. Beautiful.
Hey.
A jingle recap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Let's get some good music going. There we go.
about the story of Jingle. Oh, she's so cute. Our illustrious hero, riding her noble steed. We start with getting off the wagon, and then we were gonna go into town, and we got this rock that let us talk to other rocks. And then Flurry decided that we weren't going into town anymore and started hightailing it. Could they have a hightail to this weird dome of blackness? And then we went over there, and the weird dome of blackness had stars in it, and me and Boris wanted a star. And so we walked into the dome of darkness. And I guess other people followed us. I don't know. I heard words, but no one talked to the rock anymore, and I got confused. So we just kept going. But me and Boris saw a bunch of shooting stars, and then we saw a shooting star on the ground, and it lighted up purple, and it ran really, really fast. And then we chased after it, and we lost it. We couldn't find it. And then we ended up near this monastery place where this person tried to stop me and Boris from getting in to this place.
Mhm.
And we said no thank you, and we went it anyways. And then there was this little fox man who did not look edible, so didn't look like he was very yum delicious. So he was yapping at us. I don't remember what he was saying. Yap. And then we went into this room, and this person made me take him off my fork because he was not very edible, apparently. And so we took him off the fork, and then we saw a bunch of beat up people, and I thought they were beating each other up because they wanted my star. So I thought maybe they had a star. I don't know. I haven't found the star yet. But they got all beaten up, and I hate beaten up people because beaten up people are a problem later. I don't like later problems. So I healed them all up like the, gracious goblin I am. Healed all 18 of them with 8 potions and all of my little charges to make them all healed. And then we got escorted into this room, waiting to go speak to whoever has my shooting star. And then I hear a bunch of crying and wailing and baby noises from the room. And that's the end of that. That's the recap.
Thank you,
Nice.
Jingle.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Tell me I'm wrong. All of those things were accurate.
All of those things happened. I'm gonna add some more details.
Details not needed.
I mean, I feel like we should maybe talk about the fact that Lena and Jackson were really on the fence about blowing our cart up at one point.
Piss off. I wasn't part of that conversation.
No,
We also
no,
had
it kind
Jingle,
of happened
you were
in-
singing as well. There was your lovely singing.
Listen,
it
listen.
got stuck in
Yeah,
my
We weren't
head.
gonna blow the card up. We were just trying to see if we could get into the secret compartment to get the stuff in there. We weren't gonna actually do anything to put you guys in danger. At least Lena wasn't. I don't know about Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, can't trust Jackson, obviously. Yeah, Bo went and left for his morning run, and Lena and Jackson decided to follow, except Lena almost got caught, so she dipped out and said no. Jackson continued and watched Bo take a package out of a fire pit and then dug around in the fire pit. There was some stuff that might not be very great to burn in the fire pit. Alchemy, fun times. After that, we set out down the road, and was supposed to be the last leg of the journey towards Burl. We traveled it a little extra longer because we just wanted to get to Burl. But when we were approaching the city, it was we had decided that Enodia and Flurry would not go into Burl because of reasons. Flurry being borderline a werewolf might not be good to put among civilians. So we were going to go around. So we stopped the cart to get out, and it was noticed that there was a big dome of darkness, just like Jingle said, which caused some definitely minor panic. And Flurry decided that we needed to go, just go right now. So they said that and started going. And fortunately, everybody else came too. There was also a rock that said, this area has been quarantined, turn back. Jingle smashed it for us because it was just on repeat. We went into the Globe of Darkness with very little caution, no caution on certain people's parts, and got attacked by what would have been a Quickling but had been twisted and was actually a Shadowling doing like blood magic, frosty blood magic.
I don't think I saw any of that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I-
you were
I
I don't
busy
think
think-
that
with
actually
shooting star
happened.
at
I
that
think you
point.
guys are just bullshitting.
Yeah, I think
again.
Yeah.
I think that might have been your shooting star that you were seeing because I
I
did
think
glitter bomb the
you guys are
bitch.
just lying.
So I mean, it was purple
It's
at some
true.
point.
Purple glitter bomb.
Doesn't this
Mhm,
sound
sure,
like
sure, sure.
a podcast at the end of the season and everybody's like debating about what happened, what didn't happen?
My theories was a dream all along. None of this actually happened.
After dealing with the shadowing and its frosty boys, Flurry panicked even more and started running for the monastery. Didn't get there before Jingle. Jingle was too quick. Jingle and Boris got there and decided they were going in, and the hobgoblin monk who was there to keep them out was not successful in keeping them out. He did
Stupid
catch Flurry, though.
hobgoblins.
Yeah. Arcarez. That's how I'm saying his name. Arcarez.
Parkers.
Notably, this man had a scarring around his neck and a burn spot in the middle of his chest that only probably had significance to Flurry, who also has a suspicious golden key resting on their chest.
I don't know about that. I didn't see anything.
No. Only significance to Flurry. But after some small conversation, he did let Flurry in, which caused him to be pestered with questions. But it's okay. The master's inside. And that was the next destination. Yes. In the meanwhile, Jingle definitely did look for the shooting star and didn't find it. Found a bunch of injured people, healed them all up like a good little goblin.
Bestest.
Yeah. Unforked the little pink fox. And I think probably just made friends with the rest of the monks in the monastery because that would be Jingle for you.
I think they might have offered food at some point.
Yeah. Food and rest. Not that Jingle needs much rest because Jingle gets to have naps whenever she wants, but you know. Eventually, obviously, Flurry has never been here before and doesn't know the way to where the master would be, but they go right there for some reason. And the master turns and is confused and asks student, "Is that you?" Flurry says, "Yes, it's them," and kind of starts having a breakdown. The master gives Flurry a hug and asks what the world has done to them. And that was where the session ended.
And that was the crying that was heard by Jingle.
Yep.
A lot of boohoo baby shit going on in that room.
Wasn't being loud about it. Damn.
Boohoo baby shit.
It might have been louder than you had intended.
Oh,
Excellent.
definitely louder than I intended, but not that loud.
Oh,
The-
beautiful.
Recap is completed. Jingle Jangle Jingle gets the bonus session inspiration for the day. My turn now. Excellent. Yeah, we focus in on this monastery under siege. Tiny lanterns on the inside give soft, dull light. More light from the series of talismans that are scattered around, making some sort of exterior barrier, as it were. This sort of resistance to these dark fae of a particular influence. However, many of you that have passed through these sigils did so without notice. Anyone that's tuned into magical presences or have a deep understanding or feeling of magic would tell that this area is suffused with some sort of abjuration, protective magic that seems to be keeping these little shadelings out. The trouble is they move incredibly quickly. And when you have, maybe terminal velocity, you can fling yourself into a rubber barrier to maybe poke at people that are inside before it flings you back out. It's not a perfect hard wall as some barriers are. The more specific a signature you're trying to keep out, sometimes the harder it is, and there is no master archivist here to construct such a barrier. The only one that seemed to have any sort of difficulty to pass through was Flurry themselves. Jingle, starting with you and your goblin treatment. The first guy was probably a little bit, delirious and kind of scared about a goblin suddenly performing their first aid treatment. Which maybe involves a little too much saliva for some people, but you can't argue with results, right?
Yeah.
When the wounds start to feel a lot better and you feel a little bit of energy restored, it's great. It's hard to argue with that scenario. The people that you have healed out around here, some of them fall into peaceful slumber, finally having some reprieve from their injuries, or the sensation of pain being gone, allowing for rest to happen. Some of the folks around you begin to stand up and try to arm themselves. Ones that are maybe a little more able-bodied, particularly with the sipping of potions, that magical sort of curation and expedition of wounds, closing and sealing, scarring over, allows them to be able-bodied right away. You can tell they're getting ready, but they're not leaving right away. There's 3 or 4 folks as Archer comes in that they go out. A defense is still necessary, but you can tell that now that they have a chance to defend themselves and give this hobgoblin a break. They are eager to do so. So there's a bit of motion in the room after you heal, and many of these folks are they don't know who you are, they don't know where you came from, but you're here to help. And there's a lot of humans here,
Let's be
humies.
honest. We're here. Who knows if we're helping?
Valid, but there's some appreciation. Very solemn bows. A few people that say a few words of thank you. Thank you, dear goblin. Your aid is much appreciated. You're welcome here. The as you're kind of stalled for a moment healing, the little fox kind of walks past and has a little package, a little box for you. Here,
Box. I love a
take a
box.
break. Thank you for your help.
Oh well, we're
Smells-
opening that box. I'm
Oh,
hoping
good.
it's food.
Yeah, they're little treats.
Oh.
They look like the little sweet dumplings in a little box for you.
How many are there?
I would say 6.
6. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna eat 2. Shove 2 in my mouth. I'm gonna take 2. I'm gonna shove 2 in Boris's mouth. I'm gonna put 2 in my bag.
Yum, yum. very sort of like finely like good texture to it, a little springy to the dumpies. Got that sweet texture with a little bit of flavoring inside, slightly different each one. Tasty. Nice little treat. For Lena and Jackson, where are you guys right now?
Jackson
Oh, go ahead.
doesn't know a lot about monasteries, and he certainly never visited one before. But he heard that there's a chance that they brew beer in a monastery. So he is looking for someone who's able to help with that request. He's like, I don't know, looking for a monk or so, and it's like, excuse me, this is a monastery, right? Do you have any like beer around? Uvu?
Says, our provisions are quite low. Ale's not really something we stock in here.
Oh, well, what do you stock in here?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, that's a good roll.
That is a good roll. My man's just holding out on you. You can see he's like debating on what sort of line to give you. But you can see he's looking out at the commotion that Jingle is causing with a lot of the healing and people starting to move again. We do have a number of spirits for celebrations. If we live through the night, maybe we should open one.
I don't know. Feels like since we might not live through the night, it might be a good cause to drink before the night. And I would like to do some. Do we have something? Persuasion.
Persuasion,
No!
100%.
I'm gonna use my session reroll.
I love it. 18. He looks at you, and you can tell he really like contemplates your words. If this is to be our last night, I think you're right, friend.
Yes, that's the spirit.
You can see he pushes over a wall. It kind of slides out, and you see a staircase down that he was standing near to kind of guard. And there's a wine cellar down below.
Okay, I go. I mean, does he? Am I allowed to go inside from how he's moving, or? I
Yeah,
don't want to be rude or anything, but I would like to check it out.
He's not keeping you out. He's walking down the stairs. He has a little lantern that he kind of pulls the topper on, so the little bit of light spills out. And he heads downstairs.
Well, I'm gonna follow him.
It
From my
is,
understanding, oh, go ahead. From my understanding, as a tavern keeper, is it like an impressive collection of wines?
No, I think that's what you would pick up first. It seems like this is more cold storage for foods and goods, and it's looking a little sparse. You can tell that whatever this siege is, they haven't been able to leave the monastery, so they've been rationing their food through what they had in storage, essentially, to feed the 20 or so people that are here. But on the back wall, there is kind of a small selection of spirits and wine bottles. They're not labeled from a brewery. It seems like this is something that would have been produced or refined at the monastery.
Okay, okay. I would definitely tempted to try one of those. How does monastery produced wine taste? May I have a sip of one of your own fine wines you are producing at the monastery?
I have had my eye on this bottle. I believe this will be the one. He pulls out a larger sort of green bottle that has a stoppered cork that has some wax on it. Kind of pulls a string to unseal this larger bottle and let you have a smell. He says, "This
yeah.
is something." A bottle that was grown here and has aged for quite some time.
Sounds delightful. And I'm
Definitely very wine-y. It's got that sort of vintage to it. It's probably like not the ancient wine, but just, 50, 45 years old kind of time frame.
okay.
Seems to be like infused with some sort of like an herbally note in it, and it's very, very sweet.
Smells like a sweet wine. Delicious. May we have a toast? Shall we?
He pours some out for himself, stoppering it again to bring upstairs. It seems like the intention is to spread the the celebration around, and he raises the glass and says, "To the end of the darkness."
Yes. Here's to live another day and drink another day. And Jackson, yeah, drinks the wine.
Gives you a toast. Heading back up, you can see a lot of people notice that the cellar is open, and there's a little bit of a gathering of like 2 or 3 folks that are waiting to see what may be shared in the evening. And seeing that it is a bottle of wine, there's some excitement that chatters through some of the folks that are feeling a little better from Jingle's healing. They go and scurry around and grab some goblets, and there's a toast. And you're encouraged to say a few words as you partake, as there's now a gathering of monks. Mr. Showman.
Thank you very much for your hospitality. I only heard good stuff about monasteries before. It's a pleasure to be here. Fight by your side. And cheers. May you live long and prosper.
Excellent. There's a little bit of chatter as it seems like the spirits are not broken out so easily. But sometimes on hard night, that's exactly what is needed. There's a little bit of celebration as morale is up. People are feeling better. People have a little taste of a treat, a treasure of the monastery being shared for a moment. Where's Lena at?
Lena would have definitely followed Flurry to just continue following with the person who seems to be leading the group right now.
You were also brought here to maybe seek a remedy for your own affliction. So it would make sense to go to
Bye.
the person that has maybe experience or guidance to cure
What?
you of your what of your affliction.
Mhm.
You are in this hallway. And you witness the exchange here. Drolik, the master of the monastery, he's pictured now. You see a kind of wild-haired man, brunettes and ginger hints to his very luxurious hair. Streaks of gray, crow's feet at the eyes. You see an older human man. Certainly graying at the sides. A little more different than I think you would expect.
Mhm.
Monks, monasteries, somebody that is practiced in the way of being a fighter, usually are much more kept. Bald hair, shaved beard. Why would you leave yourself open to an enemy assault or an easy weakness, as it were, to have such grabbable hair? And
Mhm.
maybe that speaks to the potency of this man's style or effect. If he can have such an obvious weakness and still be a master, it must not matter if you have an easy to exploit weakness if
Mhm.
there is no weakness in your defense. Looking at him from your position, he turns. There's this exchange with Flurry, and looking at his face, there is heartbreak in his eyes. His whole demeanor is firm and proud, but seeing Flurry in this moment, you can certainly see the sadness in his form and the compassion that he has for this figure that's walked in. Arkers is very tense. He sees this exchange, and I think just looking at him, you can see the guilt on his face. There is shame in this exchange for him. Enodia, I think you're there as well.
Oh, you
and,
bet your ass I
uh,
am.
Yeah,
Also, might
you
be worth noting that Arkers is currently holding Flurry's quarterstaff.
Yeah, still.
yes,
Yeah.
unarmed at this moment. You see probably the most potent fighter you've ever known.
Yeah.
Just collapse
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of you.
Enodia has gone strikingly pale. She is in utter shock at this and almost like tries to like step between like Flurry and Lena to like body block it, but obviously it doesn't work because she's really fucking short. But like it's like a subconscious thing, like I don't know. I feel like she would try to like get in between like anybody else seeing this for some reason. Like this is a fighter that Enodia has known for a significant amount of time, who has shown not only no weaknesses but no emotions, not so openly.
And that immediate difference, probably shocking. Durolik as well, just to recap, he's walking with a cane. There seems to be some bandages and an injury to like the hip and knee of this older man. Flurry collapsing to the ground. What has the world done to you? You feel the arm around you to pull you into the embrace, just kind of shoulders into shoulders as he kind of crouches down. That sort of sandalwoody herbal smell mixed with old guy. Like, it is such
So very familiar.
so very familiar, and it's just a battering of memories of everything, and seeing him injured and seeing him damaged like this. It's I think your reaction said it all, but we're in
Yeah.
this moment now.
Yeah, I'm
There is
sobbing and like I tried to stay away so you'd be safe. And it didn't fucking work.
none of this is your fault. We are a small monastery in a small forest at the edge of the world. And dark forces come for us.
But I brought I brought his attention.
He pushes you back slightly. He's holding on to your arms, but to look you in the eye, you can see there are innocent tears kind of escaping the sides of his face, but there is a smile.
All Flurry can feel right now is just incredible shame. This man should probably hate them, and somehow he doesn't. Somehow he still doesn't.
I should have made you stay. You are of age to make your own decisions and your own mistakes. And I wanted you to take on the world how you saw fit. But every day since, I believe I should have made you stay.
But it was it won't come out.
There's a bear hug death grip. As you're sputtering, he just grasps onto you, almost scared to let you go. You see from the outward perspective, Drolik is looking towards Arkers, who refuses to meet his gaze. There's so much we need to discuss. Night has fallen. It is the most dangerous time for us. There are so many words we must share.
Flurry will just like a minute more, and then I'll pull back and I'll wipe my face on my sleeve, and just still absolutely distraught, but right, yes. What do we need to do? How do we get you out of this?
You see, as you kind of pull back, he turns your hands over, and he's looking at the palms. The allergic black reaction still on your fingers from grasping the staff. And you can see he's looking over the finer details. You carry another burden.
Enodia would not keep her mouth shut at this and be like, yes, that one is my fault. I don't know if that picked up.
Flurry will turn and shoot like visual daggers at Enodia. I did what I did.
And she just kind of like turns her back and looks around.
And we'll go back to focusing on Dorlick. Double standards, yo. It's why we came. But you are I have time. The full moon isn't yet. Stars, you gotta be safe.
He smiles
I need
at
you
you.
safe.
He kind of gives you a almost a reactionary kind of like slap on the hand. You care too much for me and not enough about yourself.
One of us deserves it.
I don't think you know which one. And he kind of clasps the side of your face for a moment. All right. I need help up.
I'll stand up
on
and
his
I will
knees
I'll
and
pull him
he's
up.
just like, I'm stuck.
Yeah. Flurry is there.
You help him up for a moment. He looks over at Lena, who is a little gray still.
She visited. Would Flurry know it was Shadowfell? I assume I would know it was Shadowfell.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she visited Shadowfell briefly. She's getting better, maybe, but she needs help too.
All right. Kind of takes a step back to like kind of push into the hallway a little bit of an awkward movement with the hip injury. Let's gather in the main room. He hesitates for a moment, but looks at Enodia and to Lena and says, "Night has fallen. They are more dangerous during this time. If you are able-bodied and able to fight, you are welcome to rest. I would beg for your assistance to see us through to the morning."
Absolutely.
I'm not
If you are
much of a
blessed
fighter,
with-
but I can definitely provide what I can.
If you are blessed with miracles or healing of magical properties, I will need your aid as well.
Now that I
Of
might be
course.
able to do a bit better.
I can do a bit of healing as well.
He holds on to your hand, Flurry. You can feel the tight grip, almost like hesitating to let you go again. But seeing you're in company of what he can assume are companions, he's trying not to dote on you so much to treat you like a child. But you can feel that hesitation to let you go again.
As far as Flurry is concerned, this man can do whatever he wants.
Walk with me for a moment. Flurry, give me an insight check.
Are you walking away from Enodia and Lena?
He's walking towards you
Okay.
to kind of usher you back.
Too emotional.
There's so much going on. You can see he forgets to step with the cane. Once
I
or
assume that
twice.
I'm like supporting him.
Yeah, he's definitely acting more injured right now, so you will help him. As an excuse not to let you go so quickly.
No, Flurry is just being trying to be helpful and has no idea. He just has no idea.
Guiding you back through this little hallway to the main chamber, the commotion around the toast, folks on their feet. Drolik is delighted. With a smile on his face, he enters the room, and you see everyone sort of stiffen up for a moment, for Jackson and for Boris and Jingle. Everybody sort of stands at attention and gives a little bow as this older man enters in. He looks around, seeing people resting, seeing people on their feet again, and spirits being high. He can't help but smile.
You would also see Enodia having a sad smile on her face at this, and she would be subtly wiping a tear away from her eyes at the back of the group, following closely but not too closely. It reminds her too much of her dad in camp and his philosophy of camaraderie and rest being the best thing for the soul.
Even in our darkest hour, the stars see fit to provide friends and aid. And sometimes the return of family. And Drolik pulls Flurry out of the hallway.
Flurry's gonna start crying again. Just like tears in the eyes.
There are cheers and clapping. There are a few folks that head over to embrace their lost member. Kind of clapping you on the shoulder, trying not to get too close. You've been a menace to some of these people, but they are
Absolutely.
happy to see you again, and particularly in a time of need.
Flurry gets, I assume, gets like a little bit stunned. Nobody else would have really known the full extent of what was going on, why I left the first time, let alone the second time. but definitely thinks that nobody here should like them or be glad that they're back at this point.
You can see there are a few quick feet pitter patters of a pink little fox that is putting mugs in cups and some, their monastery. There's not like a party pack waiting around. So I think like Enodia and Lena, you get like teacups that have a little bit of wine in them. They're doing their best for the amount of people that are here right now. Drolik is given a goblet, and he smells and looks at this and says, he looks over to the quartermaster of sorts, the one that was in charge of the provisions, and he smiles at him. This wine was bottled when I was a boy. It was the first harvest that I saw when I went under my own master. And we had saved this for a day of celebration. He raises the cup. I cannot think of a better thing to celebrate than a light in the darkness. The folks that have waited to drink or maybe are on their second goblet cheer and slam back their wine. This sweet aroma sort of fills the area as hope refills this monastery.
To answer Enodia's question, Flurry will lift their glass with everybody else, but sort of hesitates at taking a sip and then goes back to just holding their drink.
Looking around the room, Drolik will catch eyes with Jingle and kind of shimmy shake a little closer with his wand, and will stretch a little hand out to you.
I will take his hand and lick him.
He gives you like a crooked smirk. You are most welcome here.
I should be. I saved your butts!
And for that, we are eternally grateful. As a host, it shames me to ask for your aid again. I'm the one that should provide comfort and satisfaction to my guests. And you see him kind of spin around the room for a moment to kind of look at the individuals that are here from the party. My home is being attacked. My students are tired. And I must see to a number of rituals this evening. Some conversation that must be had. Would you lend me your strength and protect my home?
I got nothing better else to do.
You see Boris, he leans down slightly kind of a little awkwardly with a bum hip, but gets down on a knee to look you in the eyes as he seems to be addressing you as well.
Boris will just kind of like look away a little bit and just give a huff and attack.
What are we fighting anyways? There was no one out there when we got there.
I hope it stays that way. But in the evening time, they're empowered. They try to test our defenses and batter their way in.
I love battered things. Boris, we're going hunting for battered things this time.
Perk up, tail swishing, and trot over.
I wonder if they're what kind of battered things do you think? Do you think it's schnitzel? Do you think it's tonkatsu? What do you think it is? Do you think it's fish?
Back.
And me and Boris are gonna go straddle up. We're going hunting for battered things.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
You see some
Flurry
of the monks-
almost cracks a smile looking at those two leaving.
Some of the monks leave as well and start to essentially watch the perimeter. Anyone who can be safe, cover for each other, try not to get injured, and we might make it through the night. See some of the monks kind of firm up, and the ones that are feeling better head outside to try to secure the perimeter. Kind of shaky, standing up again, kind of reaches a hand out to Flurry to walk
Oh
with
yeah,
him
yeah.
again.
Flurry is doing whatever this man indicates that he wants.
The resting folks, there's still some that now find sleep, that were in worse condition, but now are resting. And they push past the main sort of foyer that's there, and essentially like walks you into the dojo where the actual like drills and stuff would be done. But it's the next largest room that's currently not occupied.
Enodia would go to follow. At
Yeah.
least at a distance. She's keeping her eye on Flurry still.
Arkers follows in as well, and just sort of at the back of the pack waves whoever is going to be present. And Lena, you need to go too, because like, you know.
Yeah.
He stumbles in for a moment, looks at Flurry again, and squeezes your hand and says, "All right, let's do what we can. That one first. I don't think we have introduced ourselves, and I wish to know who that I interface with." And see, he kind of like gestures to Lena to like, come here.
Flora will get. Oh, right. That's Lena.
Hello.
Morwin.
Yes.
Lena Morwin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It takes a minute for me to remember the last name.
Lena, and you were exposed to the winds of the Shadowfell. Was this through what circumstances made you there?
We encountered some sort of device that, I believe, teleported me to the plains of there. It was
A
not
little bit
a
of
pleasant
surprise.
time.
You were there and not. Oh goodness. Okay.
She
Do
was
you
there, but
remember
also
the
not
tower
there.
of Xenopus, Master?
Xenopus.
I can show you on my map. I still have it cataloged.
Yes, please.
We found a strange device there.
Oh, I still have it. I repaired it, but it no longer has the magic associated with it as well. And I'll pull out from my bag the map and the device. Sorry, like the orb thingy. Is there like a table I can place them on or something?
Yeah, there's a little table that he seems to be working at.
So this is the device. We weren't fully paying attention, but when we looked up, one moment she was there, and the next she was not. So I opened my map. You can see that everyone is here, and it shows like the location of everyone I've created a map with. It was showing her all the way over here, and I point to an area on the map that's kind of like grayed out still, but not fully anymore because it had filled out a little bit. But the problem is, unlike these ones over here where it's staying solid, she was flickering in and out of the area of that woods, back and forth. She was only gone for about a moment, but
It did not feel like a moment.
and then she came back to us. She seems to have regained a little bit of color, but she was quite desaturated when she came back. We have Flurry to thank for getting her back to us.
So this is not your normal complexion.
No. I'm much more vibrant and feel a little bit more upbeat.
Blue like the sky when I met her. I assume you were blue like the sky.
Yeah, I was like a blue teal sky color.
She was Lucier themed.
Yes, I was.
I will have to interface with you slightly. I apologize, but just I need to examine. Can you sit here
Of
for a
course.
moment and just kind of like pats on the ground?
She sits cross-legged on the ground.
You can feel a little bit of shaking to his hand, but he kind of just like puts his fingers on the sides of your face and like turns your head slightly to look at your ear, and then he's looking you in the eye. He's studying your features. There is a time when a troubled man came through and had been in a spot that there was overlap between places, I believe, and he may have spent some time there and was afflicted. This is much worse, but we have had some success in recent months identifying some of these similar types of afflictions. We've undergone some research. Exposure to dark things and expunging them. I think it will take time, but I wonder if this will help. You see, he kind of goes over to a mortal and pestle and kind of just seeks to Arkers and to somewhat just kind of falls back into normal patterns, looking at Flurry, and it says, "I need the mug roots, and we need to have a bit of this crushed up," and it's just sort of gathering some components in this mortar and pestle, and begins to grind up different types of roots and what look like stones, but break apart into kind of dust. All right. And he works on this for a moment, and there's so much to say, but we have time. There's so much time. Don't need to rush everything, but thank you. I know you likely came here for your own affliction as well, but for bringing my student back.
You're welcome.
A number of dark days have been ahead of us, and it's a relief to see they're safe.
I'm glad I was able to bring or be part of having someone of your family be brought back to you. I know what it's like to miss family. I have quite a big one.
Well, let's see if we can have that color back when you meet next. This might be unpleasant. Close your eyes and try not to breathe through your nose.
All right.
He takes some of this kind of chalky mixture and begins to rub it into your forehead.
I have forehead paste. Mufasa
Give
style.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh.
Oh God! It is like he's rubbing pepper into your nose. That is the sensation as you like take a little sniff. It is fire on your skin and pepper in your nose.
Oh gosh.
Uncontrollably a little bit, your eyes tear up as it's like onion aroma being like onion juices being rubbed on your face. You're not having a great day. You're not having a great time with this.
This wasn't a nat one. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Wait. It was.
It was a one.
Because
Do I need to stop? You seem to be having great discomfort.
no, I'll be fine.
Hey. It is worse when he rubs it over the bridge of your nose and then on like the jaw underneath. It feels like static in your mouth, like nettles almost. That stinging sort of buzz to it. And then
they're worse.
there is the coldest wet cloth that he puts on your face to wipe away.
Refreshing.
Through gritted teeth, he kind of looks back and is like, all right, sometimes treatment is unpleasant.
Oh, I've been through stuff pretty bad, so that's oof. I will be fine. Thank you.
Arcus brings over a silver bowl. It's got a little bit of water, and it says, "Okay, 3, 2, 1, hold your breath." And he dunks your face into the water. Hold it there. There's a moment the bubbles kind of trickle out of your nose, and then it pulls back. And you can see this clear water in the bowl is just covered. And there are these dark gray sort of granules like sand. The whole water is murky, like you've just kind of scooped it from the bottom of the beach and kicked up all the sand that's there. And you start to see in the waves of your reflection, your face starts to kind of come back into view. And kind of like squints at you, gets a little close. Waves over to Enodia and Flurry, kind of squinting. Is this better or worse?
Is it better or is it worse?
Seems like Lena's got a little bit more color.
She seems like a little bit better, I would suppose. However, it's not, I don't know, quite as saturated still. She was very quite bright. It's definitely closer than what it was, though.
All right. Here, he hands you like a little like washcloth to dry yourself off.
Whips her face down.
All right, I have a tea. I think it's best to have an exercise for you.
All right.
Walks kind of back over, and you're a little dismayed to see some of the goop that he just rubbed off on you. That he rubs a thumb into a bottom of a cup and is like, you're like, that was on my skin. I don't want that like in my mouth. Oh. You can see he grabs some tea leaves and bundles them up slightly. Some hot water is brought in, and the cup is filled. He brings it over, and man, you want to punch this guy in the face. Like, he's so nice, but you know whatever he's gonna give you is just gonna be fucking terrible.
She's just gonna be picturing in her mind, I'm just gonna imagine this is some really good spicy tea. I'm just gonna imagine it's really good spicy tea, and I'm not gonna punch this very nice man in the face. He's so pleasant. I can't do this because I think Flurry will murder me if I do that.
He's so nice, but his treatments are so awful. He hands you a teacup, but it's a little bit more like a small bowl than an actual like cup. It's warm, and he says, so this is what you need to do. Close your eyes and keep them closed.
Okay.
Your face tingles. Imagine that is the sun on your face.
Okay.
That you're someplace peaceful and tranquil. And let the warmth of the sun wash through your body.
Okay.
Try to cycle that down into your core and bring it to your extremities and back, like the receding of the ocean. And as you breathe, it goes out, and as you exhale, it comes closer. Feel that warmth and let it encompass you. And drink some tea.
All right. She's gonna also just picture that scene from her dream memory thing with her brother, and be like, I need to get better for them. And she's gonna drink some of the tea.
God, it's awful. It is like trying to hide medicine with sugar. The sugar part's kind of nice, but then the medicine is just fucking awful.
I'm imagining I'm getting like wasabi burn up in my nostrils.
Oh yeah. He leaves you there for a moment. All right. This will be a process. We'll see how they do after their tea is done. And I will make a poultice. This might have to repeat for a few days. But because some color returned, I'm hopeful that this treatment will alleviate that planar influence. He's saying this to basically Anodia and Flurry as he kind of steps back.
Okay, we appreciate all that you've done for her at this moment, and we'd be more than happy to continue the treatment for her. I
Flurry
cannot
just
return her like
nods.
this. I promised to keep them safe, and well, I intend to keep that promise as best as I can.
Wizard powers.
Mm.
It's Xenopus.
Mm-hmm.
They're dangerous.
Yes, I gathered there was quite a lot of research in there about the Dreadwoods beforehand, and how it came to be and who he was as a person. It's honestly quite fascinating. She mutters that last bit to herself.
Sort of nods.
But yeah, we seem to have run into quite a bit of trouble there, and her eyes will briefly, like, flick over to Flurry and back.
Flurry is avoiding eye contact with Enodia right now.
Oh, it wasn't meant for eye contact.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at you.
Mhm.
I am focused on my master.
Yeah.
A lot has happened
Mm,
since you've been away.
yes. Quite a lot of errors on my part, I presume.
Kind of looks at you.
Flurry kind of
It-
makes a sound.
His head is cocked slightly. Why would you bear responsibility?
It was my call to go there, and all of the situations that led up to us going there to begin with was because of me. I made some incorrect choices, and I owe
And the
Saltmarsh.
correct choice would have been to leave your father with that monster.
She flinches at that, and she's just like, I should have handled it by protocol, and now look what has happened. And she looks very pointedly at you.
Lena is gonna stand up and put her hand on Anodia's shoulder and be like, "We chose to go with you. You had the courage to ask for help, and we made the choice to follow you."
I'll turn back to Drolic and say, if Enodia had not come for her father, I would still be in his clutches.
He sort of nods and looking at Enodia. It is not weakness to ask for help.
The rest of them, the ones that died to protect me, would think otherwise. I went back for selfish reasons. I do not regret it. I've saved my father, and Flurry here has become at least somewhat of an acquaintance over the last couple of years, and I do not regret that. What I regret is what happened after portion, I suppose. and
But-
not being able to stand up. And she's struggling
Where
for the
there
words.
is life, there is possibility. You stand here now. Others do not. What will you do with the time that they no longer have?
She's gonna reach up and touch the chain on her ear, and she's gonna be like, "What I've always done. Learn not to make those mistakes again." And she's gonna turn to Flurry very pointedly and be like, "I should have listened to you. I don't know why I did not trust you in that moment. You've not been wrong in the years that I've known you. I just did not see the possibility that that being was coming for me specifically."
He smiles at you.
It did not make sense. It still does not.
It wouldn't unless you were me.
She looks confused at this, but it sends her into like confusion and pondery, I suppose. Anyway, enough. And she like brushes off like the front of her shirt, and she's like, "Enough of the self-pity. We must move on. There are more pressing matters than my pity party over here. Lena is looking a little bit better the more that they consume, I suppose."
Thank you for that, by the way. Looking at Drolik.
He smiles in good spirits. It's fine to make mistakes. As long as you learn from them. Some burdens are easier to carry when you have someone else to rely on. I think you have some good folks here.
As Drolik is speaking, the look of shame will just come back into Flurry's eyes.
I wish to know more about your travels. I wish to get you some food. And you can see he's like poking at your ribs, Flurry.
Yeah, Flurry is basically gaunt at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You are
No comfortable padding like I had before in the before times.
you can see he wants to chastise you for this, but it's not what he means, it's not what he wants to say. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Enodia's awkwardly fiddling with the clasp on where Gutenberg is stashed away. It's just something she does idly while she's debating whether or not to speak the thoughts in her head out loud. But it's making a really awful clicking noise.
Let's sit for a moment. I wish to know what you have been doing and what you have been up to, but I should at least tell you what we have been up to and what has happened here, so that we might try to find something to aid us in our endeavors. I ask for patience and understanding.
Flurry will nod. And presumably help him sit down.
It's a long way down. He sits down on the ground and kind of rubbing his hip and his knee. It's a lot of up and down today. Arkers pulls over like 3 other large pillows and scoots Lena a little bit closer. Arkers has come under my tutelage after a misunderstanding. You see, he kind of looks. Arkers looks down.
Flurry will like look over at him and like really look at him. It's been long. I invited you here, perhaps? It's a question. Flurry doesn't really remember, but perhaps.
Arkers, I came here seeking you can see that hesitation of admission that he sort of pauses at for a moment. I was on a path of destruction.
Then it is good that you came to Dorlick, or came to the Master. I will leave it at that.
I came seeking information about your whereabouts. We fought. And you see his eyes kind of unintentionally expose his guilt at the injuries that Drolic has. I demanded information on...
You have cut out. Nothing was caught after.
We fought, and when I was bested, I listened to his words. I am the 12th bearer of the key. I came to this place to destroy you. Like I had the 5 before you.
As would be just.
I assumed you were a collaborator. That you worked with the anger that was within the key to set it free. And he is free. I know this to be true.
There's just so much shame in Flurry's voice as he is.
But it has been brought to my attention that you are not a willing participant.
Does it make a difference? How
It
many
didn't to me.
more because of my actions than anyone else put together?
The key was taken from me. A thief in the night. I bore it as best as I could. It did not speak to me. When I had it, it was a source of rage, a source of anger, a screaming presence craving violence. It was pleased with me. Often. I was a soldier, being a war, and it showed me how to wield shadow. At first, I thought it was a source of power, an object to augment my own prowess. Hobgoblins deal in war. Some for territory, some for power. I fought to make myself a warrior uncontested. But there were times where I have no memory of what happened.
Flurry will nod.
Times where I was covered in blood and viscera. I knew not whose it was or why. And then I truly understood. I knew what it was. Standing in what was once my clan's home, with the broken body of my family surrounding me. And everything that I fought for was laid to ash. I began to resist and try to subjugate the anger and the key. And through some foul persuasion, while I rested and mourned, it was taken from me.
Of course. He'd done what he could to you.
I thought the burden was someone else's problem. Later to realize my sorrow was what it wanted. I resolved myself to reclaim the key. Hunting down the previous bearers. I believe that was my route to salvation. And then one night, when the moon was high in the sky, I felt it.
My failure, Flurry would whisper.
The echo through my bones that it was real. That it drew breath and walked alongside us. The shadow here,
His work?
is my punishment. These people are not in danger because you are here. They are in danger because I am.
Yet
We
you stand
sealed
to protect them.
We have sealed his influence. And he looks to Drolik, who nods. Something we must do for you. He did not wish to be chained so easily in... He looks conflicted on how to describe this to someone else. The control of shadow that I have, the power. These are traits that were left behind. Gifts as they were. The roots clung to me.
I'm nodding.
We are important. There's something that we are to him beyond... Shakes his head. Victims. I am worth more to him dead than the purpose that I still hold for his plans. I believe this to be true because I intend on stopping many more of the key bearers. The ones...
Death would matter little to one such as him.
I've taken 5 from him. I intend to continue my work. Why would he want to stop me? Must mean something.
You still resist his influence. If not yet, there must be danger for him, from you.
Must. I don't understand spell work. I was never really a passion. I was not good at it. I feel the shadows that I cast. I wield them like an extension of myself. But if we are imbued or inscribed with some essence that he intends on using, or something, I have deprived him of some stored vestige or something. And it must be that my continued survival is worth less than protecting whatever other carriers that are still around. That's my belief.
Flurry will nod.
I witnessed spellcraft some years ago. The edge of the woods. I was following a vessel, a bearer. But she was dangerous. A drow that had
A
evaded me.
necromancer?
He nods. She had too many undead under her command. I couldn't get close to her. But I felt her life end.
I assume that Flurry would have also felt the life of the said necromancer ending.
How close that you were? Yeah. There was a lot of Kier magic that happened basically
Yeah.
at the same time.
Flurry will nod. Me too.
I witnessed some display of power. But I lacked the capability of intervening. This is what makes me believe we are yet still some tool to be used.
Flurry will nod.
Kind of a sad chuckle as he has a sad
There's-
smile on his face.
There are tears leaking out of the sides of the corners of Flurry's eyes. I'm trying to stay focused. There's a minefield of memories here.
When I close my eyes, I can see the rage battering against the containment that I put it in.
You would see almost like like a switch flip for Flurry. Druk, am I correct in assuming that Flurry does not experience this container of rage?
Mm-mm. And the way that he's described it is different because you have interfaced with a man, and he's describing more about something lesser, not a person, so to speak, but a feeling or.
Intent.
Mm-hmm. He's like me never spoken to Kier.
Right. I don't think he can touch me anymore.
The two of them like share a glance and look back at you.
Flurry is like visibly bracing themselves. It's time for my side of the story, isn't it? I left here. Actually, can I assume that they like nodded at me?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I left here and I wandered, much as you describe, trying to contain the influence with mixed success, searching for a way to be free without passing along without passing it along. For many years, I found nothing, but eventually fell in with a group of people I believed could stand up to me if I could not hold back. We traveled together for a time, and it was during that time that you felt his freedom. I hadn't known at the time. I was traveling with his great niece. And we eventually, after he was free, we came to her home in the Feywilds. And one of her mothers I don't understand. There is a tree, a sapling, that was planted. The next time that we passed, he reached out to me and hit a barrier. He wreaks havoc still. But until recently, I've not seen him in years.
You see Drolik looks to Arkers and he says, "A seed of light in the darkness."
I can't beat him. But maybe another can. I'll glance over to Enodia.
She's been very much intently paying attention to this conversation.
Yeah. He's interested in her, gesturing to Enodia. I don't know why. She says she's a gnome. But she also says that she smells like peppermint when it rains. And she could not cross the Fey Bridge of Saltmarsh. I don't know what mystery there is about her, but I do not believe that she is just a gnome. There is a connection.
Enodia is looking at you almost like tight-lipped, like, I said that I was just a gnome. I don't, like, this again kind of thing, almost written on her face.
That's
but
what
she,
you said, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
just said I didn't believe it.
Yeah. But she does not say anything, because after what happened last time she doubted you, she's just, like, very disgruntled at the sudden attention shift.
I have one more piece of information, though I don't know how it is connected. One of those I traveled with for a time reached out to me, sent a messenger with the clue that adamantium may be of use.
And that's why you asked about it.
I thought if I concealed it from you, you would be safe. People looking for me would not connect me to you. Stars. Flurry is just shamefaced looking down.
See, Drolik is pondering for a moment. running his fingers through his hair, and you can see is in the process of sort of braiding it back. Pretty typical to secure the hair when it's time to spar.
Does Arker still have my quarterstaff?
He did not. It is nearby. You can see it is in sight, but he doesn't have it on his person. It's kind of in the racks with some of the other sparring weapons that are there.
I found some. Regardless of your secrets, Master.
He looks unimpressed. But nods, because you're very capable. That's where you went.
I just nod.
That's why you left.
Not again.
We have he looks at Arkers, and you're protected from him and his influence. But now there's another. We must stop the
Another?
wolf. If you've kept him at bay, this seed has protected you. What happens if the dog digs up it?
And Enodia snorts at that.
What if he tramples your gardens?
You would see a whole new level of like horror and understanding come across Flurry's face. They had considered that they might turn into a werewolf and go into the Dreadwoods and become a monster just like the tailor. They had not considered that the werewolf might remove their protection from Kier.
You see he kind of pulls his beard in a little bit. He's got his hair braided back and sort of twisted in a bun on the back of his head. We don't act without thought. We need to tame the wolf. And he looks at you very sadly and says, "You have to let us in."
Those words are like they're like a quarterstaff hit across the shoulders.
Enodia would speak up at this point because finally somebody is talking about the werewolf in the room. I have something that Father makes me carry with me for situations that this might be relevant to. And I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a small satchel and open it up flat on my palm, and you'll notice what is known as the flower called belladonna. It has like blackberry shapes and purpley flowers associated with it. Father says that this can brew a tincture that helps with lycanthropy. However, it also could potentially cause poison ailments. She says as her voice goes up an octave. She says he mentioned that it's good at either curing or holding at bay, depending on the situation and the type of lycanthropy. As somebody who worked near the Dreadwoods for, well, my whole life until recently, it was always something he had me carry along my person. And I'd like to give it to you should it be of need. Or provide assistance.
Flurry's still just processing the you need to let us in. And only heard like half of that.
I'll start walking over to Jorlik and hold it out to him as like, here you go, you can have it if you want it, kind of thing.
If you can bring me the pestle and mortar. You can see he looks away from Flurry for a moment as he like gives you the instructions on what to bring.
Enodia hands over the little satchel and then goes back to where the mortar and pestle were from Lena and kind of goes, should I rinse this out? Or is there another one, perhaps?
Says, scrape the mixture.
Yes, of course. And I scrape it into like one of the random teacups that have been left around, and bring over the mortar and pestle to him. I do have quite a few other herbs on me as well, should you maybe need any of that to help with flavoring. I've been told it's quite a bitter tincture.
He puts it down beside him, looks at Flurry. You have a unique opportunity. I won't force you to do something that you don't want to do. But we are surrounded. And the more we I believe this is our one opportunity to strike before we're struck.
There is a lot of fear in Flurry's face. Last time Flurry wasn't asked, which still rankles. But at the same time, there is also so much more trust for this man than anybody else before or since. Then let's be about it.
All right. Close your eyes.
I close my eyes.
Just like we practiced. Deep breaths. You close your eyes, but you hear still as you breathe deeply and exhale. Arkers helps Drolik to his feet. He shuffles a little bit closer to you. And while you close your eyes, are in your stance, the world falls away from you. Like you're sinking into the ground and falling through the world. Enodia, what you would see is Drolik very quickly, he breathes behind and there is a quick jab and Flurry goes still. Like an acupuncture pressure.
She would go to take a step forward and then restrain herself, not wanting to mess with whatever's occurring.
He breathes and sits behind Flurry. In the same sort of pose. Arker sits behind him. He gestures to the mortar and pestle. This is your task now. Grind the herbs. Prepare hot water. Put it under their nose. Cover them with a rag so this is what all they can breathe. We are going to suffer possibly bodily harm. He looks at you and he looks to Lena. Keep them alive.
I'm going to remain where I am. But I'm going to take out the very teeny tiniest of daggers from my boot. And I'll be like, it'd be fine. Lena, if you might want to step back.
Lena is going to step back and have her great axe in hand.
Father has taught me a lot about these beings. I'm well equipped. And obviously the dagger is silver. This should be fascinating, though. And I'll, like, nod, okay, go ahead, ready now.
The most important person in this room is my student. Arkers nods at you from behind.
Enodia would also slightly be nodding. Like, full agreement on that.
They do not know what they mean to this world. But if only one can return, let it be Joser.
Enodia goes pale.
All right.
He places his head on the nape of Flurry's neck, and there is a stillness to him. Arkers does the same to Drolik. And you can feel a stillness to this environment. Enodia, you do not know what it's like to leave your body,
Mm-hmm.
but you're aware of the concept of astral projection.
Correct. I've learned much from Gutenberg. I've not quite mastered it. The most I can get is about, like, an inch out of my body and then it gets snapped back.
It's a very difficult thing to do, to
Uh-huh.
unbind your consciousness. And this is where, dear
I
friends,
swear.
we enter our skill challenge for the day.
I'm sweating.
Oh no.
We are going to get some exposition, but this is the situation for our party today. This globe is active. These quicklings are invading. As we've had this conversation, they're being directed to assault the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Their objective is to break the talismans, to get inside, to kill everything within. Flurry is presently trying to tame the wolf inside and to keep the presence that is ever looming on their mind at bay. Enodia and Lena have been given the task to perform some role in this ritual and to keep people alive while this is going underway.
Mm-hmm.
It is a skill challenge of rather great difficulty. We will need to have 4 successes before 2 failures.
Mm-hmm.
If we reach 2 failures, the situation progresses in a poor manner. So think very carefully about what skills to use and how you're going to contribute. As we take a short break, because I have to go pee.
Oh my god.
The freaking cliffhanger, man.
So take a minute, walk around if you need to. We'll come back, and then we will start rolling some dice.
Oh my god. Alright.
Amazing.
Alright, folks. We're gonna head over to BRB then and run an ad break while Drake goes potty. I'm gonna get up and take a brisk walk for a hot minute. I'll be back.
Wiggle and shake. Wiggle
Yeah.
and shake. Yep,
Uh,
yep.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna get some
deafen.
hot cocoa.
I'm gonna deafen, so hopefully Twitch shouldn't be able to hear you, but I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Druk is not. But I'm here.
Doesn't matter.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I am also here, and we are now out of ad break as well. Druk was kind enough to let me go potty first, so he is still MIA. Because I'm faster than he is, even post-surgery recovery.
That's because he's pooping.
I meant just making it up the stairs.
Oh no, I'm talking about him pooping.
Yeah. Hello, Bard. You've missed all of the drama. Your favorite thing. You'll have to watch the VOD. Did you know that
It's gonna be so good.
It's so good, Bard. Here, check out my YouTube when this gets updated. Or, watch it on Twitch when that VOD goes up. Holy crap. Druk is on his way, I think. Oh, goodness. I can't believe I get to quote-unquote poison Flurry. It'll be totally fine. It's also a helping thing.
I'm
I
so
know.
jealous.
I know you are. Oh. Bard, I'm sorry. That's just what happens as you get older, though. Bard, I also have sad news. I've had to shut down Bard's Buster because, the game updated and the new updates don't transfer over. But don't worry. I'm gonna make Bard's Buster 2 and pay them just as little. Oh, yeah. I'm talking.
I got hot cocoa.
Welcome
And
back.
I just want to let you all know I still had my headphones on so I could hear everything. And when Bard came in, I got excited and I spun around in a circle in my kitchen.
Hell
when I was
yeah.
getting the hot water. I got so excited.
Congratulations,
"I'm
Bard.
here."
You have gotten the ADHD wiggle of approval.
Oh. Oh no.
It is the
You got-
highest honor, though, to get the ADHD wiggle of approval.
Yeah.
I know it won't help your kidney stones feel better, but
Oh, God, poor Bard.
oh goodness. Alright, let's switch on over to here. I'm surprised that I have not broken any of the things that I've been fidgeting with in front of me during those tense moments. Like, that was a lot. And I can't believe that he just came right out and said it.
I know.
I mean, yes, I can. Of course I can.
And of course, you would wait until Flurry is basically unconscious.
Oh, yeah,
and can't hear.
absolutely. But it's known now, at least to me, at least to her. I don't know if Lena knows anything about the heroes of Saltmarsh, but Lena is also there and is probably confused as heck.
Lena probably doesn't know.
Lena
'cause
probably
she
would have heard Enodia gushing to the halfling family the other night.
Maybe.
Oh goodness. Or not only
Lena-
that, because you're from Saltmarsh now, you would have at least known about Hustler the hero, who had friends,
Yeah.
and one of them
I probably
might have been
would've
Hadozi.
Yeah, I would have heard
Maybe.
some rumors and stuff, but she probably has not drawn the connection between the two because she didn't grow up in
yeah,
Saltmarsh,
yeah.
kind of like in a little kind of secluded little village up north, that didn't really hear many stories from down south, and so she's gotten to enjoy learning some of the town lore. I will say that.
Yes.
Her brothers might, because I like to think that they're a little bit more lore nerds than she is.
Yeah, you'd go back and be like, so weird. I met somebody named Joe Zare while we were traveling. Could have sworn their name was Flurry. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Her siblings who are librarians will definitely freak the hell out. They'll be like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I thought they were dead. What do you mean you've been traveling with a dead person?
Necromancy,
goodness.
Yeah. Guess so.
Yeah. I was traveling with, a boar that I could talk to every now and again, but only sometimes. And a gnome that has a little bit of a temperament and really likes fish and eggs. You know her. That's just Jingle. Everyone knows Jingle in Saltmarsh.
Absolutely.
And then, there was just, the famous hero, Joe Zare, casually amongst us as well.
Oh my gosh.
So much fangirling will be done by several of Lena's siblings.
Yeah.
What do you freaking mean? Oh,
goodness. Drake is taking forever, which it's fine.
Because he's pooping!
No. He's talking to Mum Blue about supper tomorrow, and because I think she wants French onion soup, which
That
is
makes sense.
valid.
It's the day for her.
It is
so.
the day for her. She gets French onion soup.
Yeah, she wants French onion soup.
Yeah.
You get her French onion soup. I gotta call her.
We're gonna yeah.
Or she's gonna yell at me.
It's fine. I got scolded by my brother because he's like, so what are we doing on Sunday? And I'm like, oh, I'm playing Vintage Story. I don't know about you. And he goes,
Yeah.
it's Mother's Day. And I went, oh yeah, so it is. I'm still playing Vintage Story. Oh, welcome back, Drew.
I am back.
You're muted.
I am muted.
Welcome back.
This meeting could be a fist fight.
Oh yeah, it definitely could.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be a clear winner and loser in that fist fight.
Just depends if I can tank Blueberry long enough to get a flick out. Then I might be all right.
True, it's true. Last Cannon RL.
God damn.
I
I'm
hope
warm,
everybody
You take me by surprise
ready
and
for
stab me in the
this.
hand with a fork.
Oh my god.
True story.
Oh
story.
goodness.
True story.
No, it is.
True
It
story.
is. Yeah. Druk stabbed.
Motherfucker stabbed me in the hand with a fork, broke skin, and then I
Jesus.
got in trouble for it.
Oh, that's right. Gentle, you know that Druk and Blue are siblings, right?
Yes, I know this.
Okay.
No,
There was
I've been throat punched before.
sweets. There was some sort of sweets involved, some sort of cherry thing, maybe strawberry.
Whoa. Okay, it was my grandmother's strawberry pie, and okay, sure, it was their birthday, and okay, sure, there was 2 pies made, and one was for everyone else, and one was just for Droop. But Droop had the entire pie to themselves, and I got this because there was like 8 other people sharing this one little pie, and so I was gonna have one bite, one piece of strawberry, stab right in the hand, and then I got in trouble.
You tried to thieve from me.
Oh my god.
I
No,
did
but that's just
at
what-
least say, I will stab you if you do that. And then I did follow through to my word and I stabbed you.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stab
Yeah.
you. And then
That's-
you're like,
that's
I'm gonna
actually
do it.
upset
Sibling
and
thing
yelly,
right
and
there.
now my emotional regulation cat has come to say, hey, you need to calm down or I'm gonna get mad.
Which baby?
Little 8-ball.
Oh, April.
Yeah, April. Whenever I get mad, or whenever I get like loud, April
Yeah.
comes right to me and starts meowing
Oh.
and makes me pick her up, and then I have to hold her, and if I yell anymore, she claws me.
At the beginning of stream,
She's
I
like,
had to
"Shut up."
I had
I
to
love
lock
that.
Shelly out of the basement because she just wanted to scream. And
Oh.
Honey sent me a picture of her sitting on the other side of the closed door almost 20 minutes later, wanting to be let back down.
Oh, the baby.
With the caption that just says banished from the basement and still waiting to go back.
It's like, oh. It's like what Mr. Pork does when he wants to re-enter my bedroom. He screams until it wakes my parents up, and then they're like, "Yo, you have to let your cat in because he's waking everybody up." And I'm like, "God damn it!"
Void! Oh my gosh, Blue! Oh.
Little 8-ball snuggles.
And now if I talk too loudly, she claws me or bites me.
The baby.
Oh goodness.
Are we all back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Mhm.
All right. So we see the movement of the forest picks up as the order has been given to begin the assault. The nighttime has shrunk down. There are monks outside with fighters from the party stationed and ready as this ritual begins to seal the wolf to keep out the influence, the astral projection, and flurry tumbling through the floors. I'm going to make sure the light is off. Excellente. And I'm going to throw you over here for maximum effort.
Fuck.
I keep everything, bro. I keep everything.
As you should, but fuck.
Through the wind and storms, you are falling, losing your sense of gravity. Your consciousness tumbles and falls, Flurry. You hear a voice, calming but direct, commanding. And Drolik says, "Tell me, what do you see?"
I'm falling. There's cliffs. The wind is howling. It's dark here. There's like a twinge in their voice. I've been here before.
You like free fall down, and you expect a heavy impact as the ground rapidly is coming to greet you. But monks have slow fall, and Hadozis glide. Feeling the wind pick up in the membrane, you drift down and touch down near ruins. It's familiar.
I'll start describing the ruins. As I see them, having been told to say what I see, basically.
Give me a perception check as you look around. Separated from reality. Walking through a place in your mind, as it were.
Mhm.
You see moving shadows and howling winds, the perpetual storm and choked out sky. Stepping on the ruins of a keep, castle, a prison. Place buried and now choked by shadow. The only splash of color brilliant gold in the middle distance. As you see a frail sapling just sort of battered and bristling against the ever-present storm.
I will describe as such to Dorlick.
You start to see hazy image of something coming into reality, almost a semi-translucent shape of a man. I can see it. I can picture it. And you see opening his eyes to meet you, Drolic stands beside you.
I'll nod. And I'm basically staring at the sapling.
He looks around, and here in his mind, Drolic is not injured. His hair is pulled back very ceremonially. A long braid that tumbles down between his shoulder blades, a twisting to his beard that's held tight, still sort of wild and in your face. A very obvious come and interface if you dare. If you think you're strong enough to pull my hair, I will show you. I will show you the error of your ways. But he looks up to the cliff sides, and while you're looking at the sapling in the distance, he is assessing. Ooh, I'm moving the map. He is assessing the surroundings as you feel that gnawing in your person, in your body, that ever-present anger and the emotional turmoil that you've experienced here. They have not simply been idle, but very slowly sort of chewing at the corners of your consciousness to try to take root, to take hold.
Yeah.
Angry, shouting, words like venom that are howling in the wind, perpetually in the storm, these fractures of yourself, ready to destroy, ready for violence. In the very far corner, pushed out in the very depths of the dark, you see red eyes waiting. Kept back but eager.
There's a twisting to my stomach as I trusted Dorlick implicitly when he spoke of the additional danger. But I see for myself that he was right. And my jaw just kind of tightens. I want to let them take me, but I can't. Not with him waiting.
While you stand here in this tense kind of standoff as it is, there is a wavering form that steps into your thoughts. Arkers does not look around. He doesn't take in the scenery. He has one purpose for being here. And he steps into the darkest part, into the shadows. And you see that red skin of this hobgoblin begin to fight against the dark. Drolik snaps your attention to himself as he walks towards the sapling, this seed of light in the darkness.
I'll follow him, basically on my guard, but staying at his side.
The shadows themselves seem to snap out and bite at every step you take. And you can see there are moments where the shadows grip and strain against Drolik himself, but he continues to stride regardless.
The master that I knew all of those years ago.
When I was young, my master told me that I was not meant for fighting. I didn't take to it like you did. Many of my students are talented and capable. I struggled. I was a much better gardener. And dear friends, it is time for the skill challenge. If you have a skill in which you would like to roll, please declare it and say, how are you helping this scenario, this situation?
We're helping the inside mind?
Nope, anything.
Oh, okay.
Right
Doing
now.
animal handling because I'm handling my ride so that we can take out these little
Forest.
motherfuckers.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're playing a game of
Outside-
whack fuck.
Outside of the temple, there are surrounding forces dashing in, trying to break through the barrier. There is a ritual that needs to be maintained, and inwards there is a process that needs to happen. So yes, any of these, wherever your character is how they can help. Let us see how masterfully Boris is handled. An 18.
Do we know what we need to roll?
You choose.
Don't.
Because
You don't know the
Drake is
DC
being rude.
until
Okay.
right now. I didn't see that you had rolled already, but it's okay. 18 is
Oh.
not bad.
If it's fail, I'll use inspiration. Don't worry about it.
A 20 is what is required for this endeavor. That is the number I had in my head for the DC.
All right. Well, info. Well, info. Well, fuck.
Double 18s is criminal.
Mhm.
That is the first of our failures, friends.
Wait,
Oh my
wait. There's the thing. I have that thing. The thing. Where is it?
Flash of
Flash of
Genius.
Flash of Genius. Are they within my range? Does Flash of Genius work?
No, I'm not anywhere near you. We're outside. You're inside.
I will
What
say
about Bardic Inspiration?
you can.
Bro, listen. Let me fail. You guys need to like figure it out from there.
Okay.
So
I respect
Jackson
that.
is in range technically, but I will say until we complete a full round, you can't use these features again. So you
Yes,
can use
don't-
Bardic Inspiration, you can use
Nope.
Flash of Genius, but just know that you get one shot at it until we get all the way around again.
Okay, I will not use it then.
I'm gonna use athletics to keep dodging shit while Jingle's fucking things up. We're trying to, anyways.
No,
I'm
I
trying
say
to
this
do things good.
an 18 doesn't progress things in a negative way.
Oh,
It is a
thank
failure for our overall skill challenge. But Jingle riding on Boris, you guys are rolling 18s, and that hurts
Oh,
my
yeah.
soul.
I'm using inspiration. Oh my god!
Oh my lord. The dice hates us today.
This is actually
I like
The-
not being
the
able to hear
microphone
Blue pick it
was
up.
not having it. Was not having it.
I hear Blue being just unapologetically upset about it, obviously, but the best part is it's just cut off completely. Like you just pick up like angry screeches every now and again.
The noise gate was not having it. Oh my god, I love it. This makes sense. We have our first set of failures.
If we fail one more time, we're
No, we've already failed. We
We're
needed.
already no,
We
we're
already
progressing.
fucked it. It's already dead.
We're
we needed-
progressing in the bad way.
We needed 4 out before we hit 2. We hit 2. Congratulations.
The first two were 2.
Jesus.
Boris and Jingle, you are riding out to find your battered meals. And as you do,
And they weren't battered. No wonder I'm pissed off.
yeah, there's no tempura anywhere. God fucking damn it.
And that's breaded.
These little creatures with furious disregard for their own safety begin to pummel in this barrier. You had fought one on your way here. Well, you
And shit, I
chased.
didn't even know what we were doing.
You don't even know what's happening. You
Come on. I
Did
thought we
not
were
know.
on a nice treat.
there were nice little like stars and zippy boys, and now you realize the zippy boys are like mosquitoes that just zip past you and try to stab and poke at you. This pummeling of boom 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 boom, these creatures punching in through the talismans and being repelled one after another, strike in as Jingle, you are harried with a number of stabs. Boris tries to evade them, but there's just so many. The two of you will suffer 11 piercing damage through the series of blows that you are able to divert. And I'm going to send a message to Boras. The sky that is not the sky above begins to open. And while this darkness is encompassing and encroaching, these rays of silver light bring panic to you.
No. Where did you Oh yeah. I'm getting the fuck out of there as fast as I can.
You see these silver rays that are peeking through grant a bit of light to those that can't see, but there's a strange magical presence to this light, this false moon that brings caution to Bornus as you're not able to so freely move around in the open. We proceed as we have reached our first failure. Boris and Jingle have done animal handling and athletics, strangely alphabetical. Who wishes to make a roll next?
I would like to use something, but Jackson, you've been waiting patiently, so you may go first. I can wait.
You can go first.
No, this is much better. Let the people that are closest to Flurry go last for the
Okay.
plot.
I'm gonna, inspired by the wine and the hanging out with the monks, gonna sing a ballad as performance check, inspiring and motivating everyone who is part of this defense.
Excellent. Oh no.
Why can we not roll higher than a freaking 18?
That's a
Not only
5 on
that,
the
how can
die.
Druk expect us to get a 20?
That's the whole point.
Hard, yo. "17 is the first failure. Your inspirational song rings out. The strange light and the dashing inwards, the emboldening words. The monks are fighting. What you would ascertain is that they're more ferocious in this moment. They're more desperate, and the monks are tired. They're keeping them back, but you see a few of the talismans begin to sputter as they're being overwhelmed. They're trying to get in.
Is that my turn maybe now?
Yeah.
All right. How many things can I do at once?
Well, I need one skill.
Mm-hmm. Can I use a cantrip?
Sure, absolutely.
Excellent. I'm gonna preemptively cast guidance on Lena.
Thank you.
I hope that helps. I don't think it will. It might. Cool. I am going to... I'm going to cast Perception. I'm going to do what Enodia is best at, and that is not being a fighter, being the one that can point out where all of the bad things are. To Lena, specifically. I'm pointing these all out to you, and I'm pointing out where the weak spots are and where they're specifically targeting. And for the love of God, I have such a good advantage with Perception. This better roll well, I swear.
Gotcha.
What? I'm re-rolling. I'm using my session re-roll. That's...
What is happening?
Druk, you picked the wrong day to expect us to get 20s.
I'm using my session reroll. That's not canon. That does not happen. Nope. Ah!
Oh my god.
It's better.
Also, I throw Bardic Inspiration. And Odie
Dear
would be like,
Druk,
"You got
eat
this. I believe
shit.
in you."
Thanks, Jingles.
Okay, but I do want to point out that the highest roll anyone has rolled is Jingle at a 12 right now.
No, I
Like,
just rolled a 19.
God damn it.
Wait, I have a thing that's something for failing things. Hold on. Where's my book? Give me my book. Guided precision? No, that's not what I need.
Most of those are going to be for saves. This isn't a save. This is just an ability check. You're going to have to take your shits.
No,
take
I
your
have
lumps and move on.
I'm using my flash of genius on myself.
That you can do.
I'm using my flash of genius on myself. Whenever I fail an ability check or a saving throw, I can take a reaction to add a bonus to the roll, potentially causing it to succeed. The bonus is equal to my intelligence modifier, and my intelligence modifier is where are you? Intelligent 4.
It is 4.
Which bumps
So it
me
takes
above a
your
20.
19 to 23.
Haha, there. Something.
You see.
I'm helping Lena. I'm pointing out where everything is with inspiration.
You are seeing so many things at once while still trying to perform your part of the ritual, grinding up this belladonna, heating it up in water, letting the vapors rise up to try to counteract the lycanthropy in Flurry, shaking hands, and panic is setting in as you feel the wind sort of pick up and the howling of these things zipping around and around. That is a success. It took a while for us to get there, but that's a 1 success.
Okay, my turn now. What do we call it? Get that thing guidance. Okay, that should help a lot. I'm gonna use intimidation to make the things fly around be scared of me and be worse at fighting. I'm gonna give them the mom glare. They're gonna feel the overwhelming guilt of, oh, they're letting someone down by attacking this person, by attacking these people. They're doing a bad. They're gonna feel so much shame and disappointment. I'm hoping it's gonna happen. To the D&D dice gods, please let this be a goddamn good roll. Please, please, please.
Oh my god.
Holy
that's 30.
shit!
There we go.
Yeah.
The mom look wins.
The mom look had better shatter them into tiny pieces. All of them.
There's just this infernal rage engine burning inside of you, and you can feel the temperature of the room increasing. You stay the fuck out of this room, little bitches.
Yeah, you lay a hand on anyone in here, and your parents are gonna disown you.
That is the second success.
Mackerel.
It is your turn.
I am going to roll acrobatics to help myself and Dorlick dodge all of these me's. I'm re-rolling. There we go.
Hell yeah.
23. You are accurately impeded. Rushing towards down the mountain. Each step that you take, each one of you is getting closer. The inevitable clash is upon you, and you are trying to get him safely closer to the sapling, the seed in the darkness, the thing that he seemed to park up or be interested in, this protection that keeps Kier away. the gnashing shadows trying to impede you, you are able to intercept yourself between these grasping hands and guide him through to solid ground.
They're me. I know where they're going to strike.
Their form is your form. I don't know why there's a bunch of pink residue dots now, but here we are.
Because you keep clicking with the pen. You're the pink.
I am the pink. That is a
That's both.
success. We have 3 successes, and a single failure. We are back to the start of the round.
I'm
As
doing
anyone.
nature.
Nature, baby.
Nature, baby! I'm taking a look. Something's weird. I don't know what these silver shits are, but they don't look natural.
The shooting stars you were looking for.
But they're not shooting stars. Oh my god.
Oh no.
The silence is
that's our
deafening.
failure.
Tactical mind.
Maybe tactical mind. Oh,
I rather than okay, but yeah. Roll it 1d10 and add that roll to your ability check.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
There could be
1d10.
some
Wait.
18.
Okay. That's 18, and then I'm gonna lead by example.
Okay.
If I fail an ability check, because that's a fail,
Uh-huh.
I gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies that are within 30 feet of me for a max of 5.
Okay.
So do I have 2 allies within 30 feet of me?
You do. Being outside, Boris, no matter what. obviously.
Yeah. That's why I have it.
I did narrate that the monks were outside. So, yes, you would have at least 2 allies within 30 feet of you.
And that would give me to 20.
That gets you to 20.
Easiest success of our lives.
Oh my god. You got there.
If I had rolled lower than a 5, fuck, we were screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You have reached the threshold for success. Jingle, you see this light and you see the direction it comes from, and for the first time, there's some hesitation from Boris. You can feel a little bit of fear, maybe. But you guide him. It's no different than being in the pure dark. You just gotta keep away from these creepy rays. Bringing him around and charging forward, you're able to keep back these foes and fiends, driving through with your fork, swiping out and slaying a number of them. Flurry, keeping them back, these different fractures of you, this spitting anger, these lashing hands, trying to rip and to tear. You get Drolik to the sapling. He reaches down and touching the petal of this wilted leaf, a golden light shines. There's a sad look on his face
Uh-oh.
when he sees this plant. It's uncared for. It's wilted. It mirrors you so perfectly. The gaunt form, the joy that has been drained from your person, like a skeleton of who you once were. A tear rolls down his cheek as he's touching the leaf of this plant. You may be damaged. You may yearn for the light. Do not stay here in darkness. You're meant for so much more. There is a blinding glow as Drolik touches this sapling. And you see these fine rays are blinding. You see your master there crouched over this shrub, this sapling, and he's bathed in golden light, like the few rays of sunshine. And you can imagine early mornings at the dojo, rolling out of bed, late for training, and rather than waiting on you, he's out at the gardens tending to the crops. He's caring for life, as he always has. Everything else fades away. There is a burst of energy. This silver light that streams down this eternal darkness is replaced by radiant gold, showering every direction, piercing through these latticework windows. The silver and the night is dispelled. The burst of radiance washing out through the monastery. All vision is replaced by gold and just streaks of blinding light. Outside, it seems like someone has turned on the sun inside this building. And for Jingle and Boris outside, you see this sphere, this star above this night sky begin to streak outwards.
Boris was running towards the dojo, and now he's like hightailing it away from the dojo.
Jingle, you see a beautiful meteor shower as fleeing stars from the light, the last vestiges of night in the being chased out by the day, as all things are intended. And you see these
I'm in awe on how pretty it is.
so pretty, like fleeing away, and it is night. but this globe seems to peel back and fade. These mists immediately washed out, blown back by the sheer force of whatever has happened inside. And a familiar skyline returns. Big thumb of a moon, ever growing to be full. And you've succeeded.
Woo!
By the skin of our teeth.
Why does it still feel like we haven't?
Anodia and Lena, you are bathed in golden light and blind as shit. Give me Constitution saving throws.
You- Goodness gracious.
Lena, you're having a weird day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're blind for a minute. You're like blinking and trying to get the light out of your eye. For Anodia,
My eyes adjust quickly as they always have.
you see Drolik's back. They're all back. Arcus has fallen backwards and been repelled by this blast of golden light. And while Flurry was slumped over, Drolik's arms are around them, head on his shoulder, and is just in an embrace to ground them, to center them. As Flurry, you are snapped back to your body.
Enodia is still holding the bowl the way that she was instructed to, but one of her hands is resting on Flurry's shoulder, helping prop them up.
I imagine that it is like surfacing from the depths of an ocean. The layers gets light, and then I like open my eyes and I look at my master. I don't even realize Nodi is there right now. I'll take a deep breath.
He looks at you and he smiles. You have always been a handful. Matter of fact.
That might be an understatement, Master. I crack a smile.
Enodia, sensing that things seem to be relatively okay, is going to stand up and walk over to Lena and just say, "You need to come with me," and start walking away from everybody,
Okay.
waiting for you to follow.
And I follow her.
As they rush out of the room, you hear some groaning as Arcus is trying to stand. As well, Drolik gives you a little tap to get you up and to get a hand so he can stand as well.
Yeah, I'll help him up.
Give me a perception check. there's still a bit of this light glow, and it seems like his grip on you is unwavering. He takes you by the hand and walks over, and you see this shine on him, on you. There's this glow to your fur, and you can feel energized of some sort. You feel lighter, like physically a little bouncy and having that sort of jittery energy. And you would see around his hand, there's this golden light.
I'm
leads-
glowing, aren't I?
A little bit. The fringes of your fur kind of standing on end at this moment has little hints of gold. And you're puffed up like when you were in the Feywild, and your features are just a little exaggerated right now.
Extra fluffy Hadozi.
He walks over to a little bonsai tree that's in a square pot at the side of the dojo. This frail, frivolous little thing that he's maintained his entire time. And he's walking you ever so slowly towards this plant. He stops in front of it and looks at you. You are more powerful than you understand. The path ahead of you may be dark, but sometimes a seed of light is all you need to guide your path. You see, with his other hand, he touches the plant. And on the edges of the leaves, that golden shimmer starts to appear. It leaves himself in his hand and transfers to this little shrub. And you can see all at once the shadows peel away. The talismans outside begin to pop and snap, their magic attuned to dark fae, no longer needed. You feel that light begin to dim in the room. The shine and the glow starting to fade away, as many things lose their luster.
And I assume that I feel a bit more normal and less Feywildy, although obviously still much lighter than I had been in eons before.
There is no gnawing at the sides of your consciousness.
I'll
You
look
feel
down at my
grounded and
hands.
stable, but light and almost like a leaf on the wind that you could blow away at any moment, but you've never felt so grounded and stable at the same time. It's a strange sort of duality. You look at your hands and there's no black left over. There's no reaction on your palms.
I like glance at Arkers and then back to Dorlook and just be like, what now? He's still out there. He's still slaughtering people. I don't know how to beat him.
He kind of turns you slightly and points. See your quarterstaff in the distance. If you have the desire in your heart, you can accomplish anything. Just as he can't interfere with you, he kind of strides you back towards the little bonsai plant. We are now protected as well.
I would just breathe a huge sigh of relief.
He lets go of your hand for a moment.
I'm just looking at the little tree.
Looks almost the same, but it's just those golden edges on the leaves that you can see. A slight trim. You walk into darkness, so others do not need to. You fight so that others will not need to. And maybe, just maybe, this foe is too great for you. But we're stronger together.
Flurry almost starts to roll their eyes at that. It's a very... Druick says this a lot.
And it seems like you have some people that care about you.
I don't know why they came. Treasure? I don't know.
Doesn't
Maybe.
matter why they came. It matters that they came.
I'll nod.
Pat you
Alright.
on the back. Let's make sure everyone's okay.
I'll look down at his leg and say, "You first. Will that heal?"
Well, an old man. Takes me longer to spring to my feet.
You have many years left to live. You're not that old.
I have
Yeah,
a reason to stick around. And you still owe me some stories.
Oh, you, huh? There's almost a playful light in Flurry's eyes.
Gives you a smirk. Alright. And he begins to hobble. You can tell he's tired now. There's that little bit of you know, I'm an old guy and I've done the up and down too many times today. But he's kind of shifting and shambling back through.
I'll take a deep breath and just go here, and I will focus Step of the Wind us out of the monastery to go check on the others.
Enodia has pulled Lena to the side before anybody gets to meet back up with her. Enodia ushers you off to the side, far enough away that any whispered conversations would not be heard by those not actively paying attention, but close enough that she can still see everybody, including Flurry and Orlick and everything. And she turns to you and she says, "You need to forget what he said. You can't tell anybody that. What he said before.
Which part?
Any of it, all of it, the ending specifically." She's sounding increasingly panicked almost. That's not something that should be going around.
All right.
That name should not be going around. And she's almost like shaking.
All right. I will not speak a word of this. You have my word.
She searches your face, your eyes. Are you telling the truth?
She's 100% telling the truth.
She takes a shaky breath and is like, "Okay, I'm going to choose to trust you. It was just you and I there that would be able to have heard that. So if it gets out, I'll know
You
who
will
it
know.
was. I will know."
Yes.
And she's gonna turn and just watch the interactions that are going on. I hope that you're feeling
Flurry
better.
whipping by with Rorlick.
Yeah. At the exact moment that she would be ending conversation and awkwardly going, "So I hope that you're starting to feel better."
I assume that Enodia would be the first one that I check on because she's right fucking there. And I'll look into Enodia's eyes and say, yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
She breaks out in a very wide smile. And it's like, good. I'm glad that we were able to find you back in there. And then she looks to Dorlek that's there and is like, I hope that the herb was able to provide some assistance. It felt like it didn't do much from out here. Is he gonna say anything to me, or is he just looking at me?
Sorry.
Just the stoic glance of this, like this monk master. You know, all he needs to say is in his eyes.
I tried to read something at the same time, and my brain did not catch that. So
I hope I can repeat myself. I hope
yes, please.
I hope that the herb was able to provide some assistance in there. It felt like it wasn't doing much out here. But it seems that all is well in the end.
This. It did precisely what it needed to. We destabilized the curse from the outside and the inside at the same time.
Good. Good.
It was just enough that the immune system was able to whisk it away.
She looks very pleased that it was able to help, because a lot of the time when she makes decisions, they don't go very well according to her. So she's glad that she decided to speak up about having that on her, and that for once it seems, as of recent, her father was right about something. Well, I'm glad that everything is well. Flurry seems to be in... Are you glowing? I couldn't even say it with a straight face.
No, why?
Like
Of
this
course
tap
not.
a little
Why
bit.
would I
It's
be
like
glowing?
a little dust
Chatterbox.
from the floor.
Hmm?
There's like a tiny little playful sparkle of something in Flurry's eyes. Why would I be glowing?
Enodia is more shocked than she was at the catatonic state.
Am just a Hadozi.
Her eye twitches. And I'm just a gnome. Shall we check on the others?
Sure.
Yeah. I think we should. I think Jingle will be very happy to see
A real life
person who
star, almost.
a real life star, and the person who can cook better than the rest of us apparently
Oh.
is still around.
I don't
know
know.
I'm very thankful that you're still with us.
I'll just nod back at Lena. Thank you.
Welcome.
Gathering everybody back up to the monastery. It is nighttime. The adrenaline sort of crashing out brings back to attention the lack of sleep that you've had tonight.
Are your babies done doing baby stuff?
Enodia laughs. Like a full, bright laugh. And she's just like, yes, we are. And I believe that it's time for supper. And she'll turn to the rest of the group. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving.
Same.
Flurry will offer to help with any cooking that needs to be done.
A feast and then rest.
Mhm.
Drollic sits in a chair. He's not helping. And
Can
as the night comes in, a soft, pleasant glow of a commonly found moon in its correct place, under the soft light of nighttime. That's where we'll pick up next time.
Pew, 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 pew.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm,
You guys
Oh my
made me
God.
so fucking worried.
We made
yeah.
you worried? We made
No.
you
You-
worried.
You said, that, oh, you have to be a 20, and my brain was like, oh, fuck.
Oh gosh. Enodia passes by Dorlick and hands him like an ointment to help with pain. She's like, that'll help a little bit. She keeps them around. It's
Yeah.
just like a muscle relaxant thing.
The other problem is, so there's a very nice theory in the group chat.
Oh no.
I'm very glad we didn't have 2 failures.
Are you serious?
Ooh,
No.
I
You.
love it.
That's not even the worst of what I thought was gonna happen. I was so worried. Like, I'm sweating. That was intense.
Uh-huh.
We weren't camping.
No, Jingle, of
Oh
course
my
not.
goodness. I will say this
Uh-huh.
to my dear players: rattle it around in your brain. We have some times that we are going to be missing through May, as it is busy May times with many birthdays and celebrations and such. There is going to be some downtime on the horizon, so think about maybe what you would want to do if you had time away from these crazy people.
Yeah, and Burl.
In Burl and Saltmarsh, we're going to have a little bit of time so that you can do other activities or study or train or whatever. So just ponder on what would your folky boys be doing maybe, and then next time.
How much downtime do are the characters getting? You
Is
know,
this a level up downtime?
Oh, that's a
Oh.
good question.
oh.
I don't think so. My goodness. We haven't done fucking any big fights.
I mean, that one.
These
was
have all
kinda
been piddly
big.
little I killed them for you fights. No one's
True,
getting a
true.
level up.
I don't care about a level up. I just want to know, like, time-wise, like how many like days, weeks, months are we gonna be off?
Assume downtime at least
A
a week.
weekend. Gosh darn it.
Okay.
Okay.
At least a week. When the downtime comes, it will be in like 1 week
Okay.
intervals, and then technically you have to kind of decide, unless there's something pressing that comes up to take you out of that time. It's opportunity for you to determine what does your character want to investigate, or what is the next lead in your adventure time. Is it time to go back to the woods? Go back to the woods. But that's for later. We're at the monastery right now. But just think about, like, have at least some kind of idea of maybe where would you go from here for downtime if we approach that next time.
Sounds good.
Thumbs up. Thank you guys for playing. That was a lot of fun and very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
And have a good night, and we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye guys, have a good one. Bye bye
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Oh my goodness. Alright, let's go ahead and deafen up for the stragglers that are still in the Discord. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much for being here for this very stressful time. It was really fun. Oh my goodness, there's a lot to dissect with that whole situation. Wow, what's next? That's a really good question. Well, what's next right now is finding somebody to raid. Let's go find one of our friends. Alright, here are some raid messages for everybody. Make sure that you grab the one that works for you. The first one is for everybody. The second one is for my lovely subscribers. Let's see. Who is online? Lum is online. What is Lum playing? Lum is playing Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. I don't know what that is. We're gonna go say hi to Lum. Yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Lum. Make sure you grab one of those raid messages, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.